Welcome to Twale TV. Welcome back. I've got my good friend with me today, Jimmy J. Welcome back on the show, Jimmy.
Yes, brother.
Yes.
Yes, brother.
Well, it's international break, and we thought we can just touch base on a very keen topic that people talk about for the last couple of decades.
Yeah.
And Jimmy, we talked this before the show that how come England haven't won this? Haven't won any competition since 1966. Really, we've been close so many times. I mean, we use we because we're proper England supporters. Everybody knows that.
England all the way, bro.
All the way. We do support Nigeria as well whenever Nigeria plays. But
England all the way.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
England is home. We live here. England. So
England is all the
how
way.
come we haven't won anything, Jimmy? I hate to blame managers for international failures, but what is the missing? What's missing in there?
Well, personally, there's a lot of aspects. The main aspect is, right, that I think personally, there's too many foreign players playing in the Premiership. If you look at some teams in the Premiership, right, you only have about 1, 2 or 3 players who are English playing in the Premiership. And when England were good back in the 80s and 90s, right, there was only, before the Bosman rule? The Bosman rule? Bosman rule. And then you only had 3 international players, right? So I'm not saying international players haven't brought spark to the Premiership, but it's in the detriment of English football.
English football. But a very good point you made there, Jimmy, right? Because before that Bosman ruling, I was completely against the idea that you have to field certain number of English players by force. I believe talent should be by merit. So when that ruling came that if you're a team in England, you can buy all the foreign players you like, but you have to at least have certain number of English players. Okay, maybe it didn't sound well that they had to force that to happen. But look at the benefit of these English players now. In all the English players who play in the Premier League are more or less world-class players.
They're world-class players, but
compared to before the Bosman ruling, you can have everybody there, and then you're only going to get a couple of talents who are exceptional talents. But now, if you look at Foden, Grealish, all these guys who play for England,
all right, but put it like this, right? Before, if you're English player, right, you don't start from. It's only if you go to the academy of Premiership teams that you were playing in Premiership. So most of the players from back in the day, they were in the old second division, third division, and they worked their way up. But now all those players, even if they're good, they will not get a look in
unless you're in the Premier League.
Right? And that's what's causing. That's one of the problems. That's one of the problems, right? There's a lot of other problems, and another problem is like, let's be honest. England, when England goes to any tournament, straight away they'll say, "Oh, England's gonna win. England's gonna win. England's gonna win." But the thing is, right?
I think we get this over pampering by the media. We've more or less become like a hype.
I remember
club because the hype is so big before any competition that England will look like as if they're gonna walk in there and take the trophy. And it's when we don't make it that we realize, is the too much attention from the media that got us all believing that we're gonna win it. And I really can't pinpoint the problem, Jimmy.
No, it reminds me of the 2000. When was the South African World Cup? South African World Cup, right? I think England. If you look at the Sun, all the papers were saying England, they're gonna win it. They're gonna win it. But then they took a picture. If anyone can remember that far back, they took a picture of when England lost the game, right? And you saw all of them, all the England players, Rooney, all of them. There was even one of them smoking his cigar.
And that was Ashley Cole. Ashley Cole was smoking.
No, and that one who used to play for Tottenham. He went a bit Doolally. He went to Everton. What's his name? Winger of Sugar. I forgot his name. He played for Tottenham. Then he had some issues, right? So the thing is, right? England, we're too. It's like, I'm not saying we ain't got good players, but there's not enough of English players coming through.
This is my take, Jimmy. This is my take. Okay, we tried foreign managers because they thought it was the managers that they haven't got international experience. All the England managers they've used in the past.
Yeah.
And then they started bringing in foreign managers. They started with Sven Goran Eriksson. He went Capello.
Yeah.
But that part of the blame has been forgotten.
Yeah.
We now have an Englishman in charge in Gareth Southgate. I know you have your views about Gareth Southgate.
I've got
you really don't rate him.
I don't rate him.
I rate Southgate a lot. I think he's the best England manager since we won the World Cup in 1966. He is, Jimmy. And I'll tell you why. I love this argument.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at all the managers England have had since the World Cup, since the last time we won the competition, 1966, all the managers they've always been close, but none of them had ever been close as Gareth Southgate.
How about Bobby Robson?
No.
Hold on. Bobby Robson in...
Twale to Bobby Robson.
Hold on.
Twale to Bobby Robson.
Bobby Robson.
I forgot. I take that back. I take that back.
Say Bobby Robson.
I take that back. Twale to Bobby Robson.
To me,
a genius of a manager.
If you look at, I don't rate Gareth Southgate.
No.
Ask me the reason why. Ask me the reason why I don't rate Gareth Southgate.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Reason I don't rate him. Right. Believe it or not, when he got to the final
of Euros,
how can, and you're 1-0 up, right? You're 1-0 up. You're playing at home. You're playing in Wembley, the home of football.
It was over pragmatic.
Why are you playing defensive?
Over pragmatic. Jimmy, I was mad. I was
mad. I
was watching that game.
You have the home support.
I was watching that game. I was really mad.
You have the home support.
It didn't bring on Grealish until the last few minutes of the second half. Everybody was crying for Grealish.
What are you doing?
And it's the same reason that got him to the final. Jimmy, let's forget.
Yeah.
That same pragmatism got him to the final.
Yeah, but
you can compare him to Mourinho in a way because they just don't settle for any.
But one thing you got to give Mourinho that's over Southgate. If you look at Mourinho, it's Sam. If he gets you to a final, you're winning it. You're winning it. If you look at Mourinho's record, right?
I know.
Mourinho's record, if he gets you to the final, you're going to win the game.
He's only lost one final or so in all his career. Every final he gets to, he wins. But you know what? Southgate is a top manager in my view.
He's not a top manager.
If you look at the way England plays now, okay? In the past, all these Capellos, all these Ben Goran Eriksson, they do favoritism.
Yeah.
They pick favored players.
That's what he does.
Players that are not in charge. Now, Gareth Southgate only just committed that offense now.
No,
he never used to. He never used to. What he does is he picked the best players in form in the league.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you are a superstar or you are no name.
Yeah.
If you're performing in the league, you get picked. The same way the same thing is done for Palmer. Our guy we just bought from Man City.
Yeah.
So he does that regularly.
No.
He's been doing that from coaching from managing the under 21s.
No, listen.
He brought that mentality to the England senior squad, and it's worked.
No.
Jimmy, it's worked.
Disagree.
It's worked well because.
You know why I disagree?
Everybody's scared to play England now.
No.
Am I right?
But the thing is, it's the play. It's like, all right then. For example, Ward Price. Is it James Ward Price?
Yeah, James Ward Price from Southampton.
From Southampton,
he's gone to West Ham now, yeah.
Right? He's playing out of his socks, right? Why don't you put him in? Your man, Sterling, he's playing well. So how can you tell me?
I know. The reason you're right, Jimmy.
Hold on.
Unfortunately, we haven't got time.
You tell me Maguire doesn't get a look in.
But then that's exception. Maguire delivers for Southgate all the time he plays. Even when you are not playing him.
No, it's not.
He delivers for Southgate. He delivers for England.
All right, can I say
okay, I understand your point. Why playing when he's not playing for the club? You're absolutely right.
Jordan Henderson.
This argument will never stop. Hold on.
Jordan Henderson. He went to the Saudi League.
And he brought him to play.
The Saudi League is like you're playing second division football in England.
All right, Jimmy.
So why is Gareth Southgate going to tell you, say, I'm going to Saudi Arabia to go and look at what Jordan Henderson is doing? When Jordan Henderson is playing with 300 people in the stadium.
We have to continue this argument next time, Jimmy.
Calvin Phillips.
I know.
Why is he playing?
I think the reason England is not winning is because we've been unfortunate. Because now we have a good team.
We got a good team.
Everybody's scared of playing England. We have the best talent, best crop of young talent
All right, then.
across
Use
the globe.
best talent,
So
then.
they
Use them.
but we have to give him
Use
a
them.
chance still.
No, let's be honest.
So,
How many
Jimmy-
years? How many? All right, then. How many tournaments has he played? We keep
All
on
right.
saying, give him a chance, give him a chance, give him a chance.
We have to come back. We can't find a reason why England is not winning
got to go.
the
He's
competition.
got to go. He's
Jimmy
got to
feels Southgate has to go. I don't think
He's
so.
had his time.
But we have to
He's had
bring
his
this
time.
topic again. I
Yeah.
think there are many problems why
Yeah.
England haven't
Yeah.
won in a proper competition.
Yeah.
But I believe we're around the corner from there. I haven't gone to a semi-final of World Cup and then final of Europe. And then I still give Southgate,
No,
credit.
I
But
don't.
we'll come back and continue again.
Yes.
So thank you, Jimmy, for coming again.
Yeah.
So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, Twale TV Sports on YouTube.
Twale
You can also
TV.
subscribe to Twale TV
TV.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Again, our entertainment channel.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother, for coming again.
Yeah.
Until we see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Of course, now we can't just be backed out.
All the time.
I
no
know
more.
we get them something good.